So this is to demonstrate the new feature I have added to Kerbal Engineer, which I call Deceleration Readout. It's right here. Basically what it does is it calculates how much delta V is required to cancel out all surface velocity, including the potential velocity you will gain to fall to the ground. And based on that, it will give you a burn time. That's basically all it does. The idea is for it to replace the suicide burn by going along with the impact time and having a little bit of play there. And also the advantage is this does include the horizontal velocity. The suicide burn in for the classic one does not, and I will quickly demonstrate both of those. Starting with the suicide burn, as you can see, I have my readouts here. I have basically done the entire Kerbal Engineer for this, the entire setup. I have my surface information up here, general information like altitude, both directions of speed and acceleration, and my calculated impact position and the slope. Then I have my suicide burn information, so the altitude at which to start the suicide burn, the distance to that point, and the approximate delta V. And I have then the deceleration readout and the delta V readout from the vessel information. That will be interesting as we can compare later on how much fuel basically I consumed by doing both approaches. So without further ado, I will start to get to work on my suicide burn. Flight. Now currently, as you can see, I am approaching the moon on a hyperbolic trajectory, so I will need to slow down and land to allow Jeb, Bale, and Bob to get away from this. Again, I will do the suicide burn first. Suicide burn assumes that there is no horizontal velocity, so I will start to kill that, and I will also go to surface mode. And I will kill my horizontal velocity. Basically, I want this to read 0. That will take just a moment. And now that I am getting close, I'm going to tilt up, kill a little bit of the vertical velocity, but it will allow me to fine-tune my remaining horizontal velocity, because I want to get that to as close as 0 as possible. Okay, that's fine. Now I will just hold retrograde and wait till I get to close to the distance to 0 on distance to suicide burn. Then I will hit Z and do 100% burn, and in theory I should come down close to the surface and null out my velocity, kill my velocity. There we go. Now it actually goes up, so I can throttle a little bit down, throttle a bit up, play with the throttle, and okay, that was a little bit too aggressive, but as you can see, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. Although Jeb, Bill, and Bob are now have a new home on the moon. That was because I was a little too aggressive, but I basically had the velocities near 0. Unfortunately, I don't have a delta V readout therefore, so I will just look at how much fuel I have left, and I have 250 units of liquid fuel. So that is something we can go by. And just a second. 250 units of liquid fuel. And now I am going to revert, use a quick save. And now I am going to land doing the easy approach using the deceleration readout. The easy approach being I wait till my impact time is close to the deceleration time, and then I will do my burn. Hold my retrograde marker again, and then hit my button to go to 100%. Will take a moment again, and we can see the deceleration time ticking down, the deceleration delta V ticking down, actual delta V is ticking down as well. Velocities are both ticking down, which is good. Both vertical and horizontal speed are decreasing, as we intended. And I'm just waiting for this to go to 0 velocity. Now, as you can see, I'm still quite high, about 10 kilometers, and my velocity is going through 0, so this is basically a kill, just a kill velocity. But right now I still have 341 units of liquid fuel left, so if I can get this closer to the surface, this will not only be in one burn, but it will be more efficient in terms of delta V load, which is always a good thing. Now I will still try to land this, and I would still look at the deceleration readout, basically going on to compare the deceleration time and the impact time. Now I'm below 5 clicks, but I don't mind. I'm coming to a 12-degree slope, and I'm going to burn. And basically now I will stop using 100% burn and gradually decelerate. So at the end, you will have to do a little bit of trim, but that is actually good. Because as you've seen, if you do a pure suicide burn, chance is you may over or under trim, and you lose an engine or two. And there we are, we have successfully landed. And we still carry, well, we've actually still got 237, which is actually 25 units more liquid fuel than we've had earlier. So we still managed to do better using the safe approach. Now, I did a little bit of testing earlier, and I can do the suicide landing, which I want to. Now, what I'm going to show may not always work in every situation, and I don't assume it to. But here goes nothing. So I will wait until my impact time here reads 25 seconds, and then I will do 100% burn, and that will get me very, very close to the surface at 0 velocity, and at that point I can either stop and drop, or I can manually play and throttle things up or down. So another about 15 seconds. I still need to go retrograde. Holding retrograde is actually quite important, because you don't want to miss burn. And there we go, we just start the engine and decelerate. And as you can see, the deceleration time goes down, the impact time also goes down, but much slower. And eventually the deceleration time will surpass the impact time, and we will land. Now we've surpassed, so I'm going to actually throttle down here, see if I can do it in totally in one burn. For that I would like my... Now I have to drop a little bit. So going down, coming in at a quite a slope. Oops, that was a little bit too much. Okay. But again, well, I blame this to the slope. But then again, I have landed and I have my engines and I still got 318 units of liquid fuel. So this was even more efficient to burn. Granted, not a burn I can fly away from easily, at least not without rolling down the hill, trying to get this upright and flying away, but it definitely helps you to come down. And actually, if I had wanted, I could have aborted the landing due to the slope. I decided not to. And Jeb, Bill, and Bob will have to either pay the fate or go through it all again. But basically, this is how the deceleration readout works. It also helps you to do a suicide burn in a much efficient manner and only with one major burn and maybe a trim burn at the end, while still allowing you to abort. So this is it. Thank you for watching.